We've heard it all before. Excessive heat can increase your risk of dying of a heart attack. But combine that with the fine particulate matter of air pollution that we've been experiencing. And health experts say we are setting ourselves up for the perfect storm of complications. We are joined by Dr. Alana Lewis, a cardiologist at Northwestern Medicine. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So there's a new study that just came out that kind of gets even more specific when it comes to heat and pollution from particulate matter. What did we learn from this study that we didn't know before?
So basically what we learned is that these ETEs, or extreme temperature events, whether it be extremely high temperatures or extremely low temperatures, but in this study we found that actually the extremely high temperatures in combination with this fine particulate matter in the ambient air, so that's just basically a marker for pollution, it has a synergistic effect at actually increasing one's risk for a heart attack. And so what they found in the study was that nearly 3% of heart attacks might be avoidable were these conditions of extremely high temperatures and air pollution to be reduced. And what they also found was not only was it the extent of how high the temperature was, above 95 degrees Fahrenheit, but also the length of exposure as well. So when we have heat waves that are lasting, up to 4 days or longer, the risk for an adverse event was 75% increased.
Wow, those are huge numbers. And Chicago's been experiencing this bad pollution from the wildfires in Canada. This study actually found that the high-risk groups may have twice the risk of dying from a heart attack during this heat wave. Are you guys seeing an uptick in ER visits as a result?
We're certainly very busy, especially we're busy all year round, but right now our ER is slam packed and our cardiology services are also at full capacity almost every given day. So we certainly are seeing a lot of different processes going on with people's blood pressure, with heart attacks, with heart failure, all of that increase.
And, I know we talk about high-risk groups, but when it comes to weather like this, the pollution and the excessive heat, everyone should be concerned. So what's the solution? What's the best solution in dealing with the temperature and the pollution the way it is right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this study also highlighted particularly vulnerable populations. So actually the people who had the most adverse events were women, as well as individuals over the age of 80. So if you're in that vulnerable population, or if you know that you have cardiovascular disease at baseline, it's important to be at alert. And to also get checked out and see if you are at risk. Ways that you can kind of mitigate that risk would be to just check the weather every day. And not only that, if there are any air pollution or air quality alerts in your area, be extra cautious, especially if you're working outside or commuting or even doing anything recreational outside. Try to avoid long periods of exposure. Make sure you're staying well hydrated as well. And then also, especially on those poor air pollution days, if you have a cardiopulmonary condition at baseline, wearing an N95 mask might be a good idea to reduce your risk of exposure.
Great tips. And with the more and more air pollution or air quality days that we're getting alerts, good advice just to try not to be outside, especially working out or walking around. We appreciate your time, Dr. Alana Lewis with Northwestern Medicine. Nice to talk to you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.